And now it's time for the Swami. Let's go ahead and recap last week's absolute exciting, incredible action. It was an incredible weekend for the entire Indianapolis GAA. So the Friday night before, we had a great matchup, the first play-in matchup ever in the history of Indianapolis GAA. We had Smoking Iron, previously winless, didn't bring up anything, never crossed the line. A pox upon them a million times for screwing me in terms of my picks, versus Renners, also a team underperforming on the year, but this matchup was sure to be a classic and sure something for the future. And it turns out, finally, Smoking Iron. The Smoking Iron came through and actually won this match, just absolutely starched them. And congratulations to Smoking Iron to finally putting it across and getting those people an extra game on Sunday. Renners goes home without another game for the year. Sunday was an absolute glorious day. While it was wet and sloppy out there, beautiful weather throughout the day. Let's talk about the matches right off the top. We see Connors versus Smoking Iron. Smoking Iron coming in from that play-in game. Connors just rolled, absolutely destroyed him. Adam Spear had a bunch of goals up front. He wasn't even using his hurley. He was just kicking them across. Connors rolls in this particular game. Upland versus Pogues. Pogues, last year's defending champion, they go down. They go down to Upland. Very close game, especially towards the end there. There were actually 2 goals that were scored against Upland off of players' helmets that went into the goal. But a very close game, but Upland pulls this one out to go ahead and move in to the semifinals. Then we see Triton versus 2 Gingers. Triton had this one locked up all the way by the second half, but 2 Gingers turned it around. Score upon score upon score upon score. 2 Gingers wins this one. Big upset. 6 beating the 3. Absolutely marvelous to see 2 Gingers go ahead and come back win. Very exciting to watch this game. 2 Gingers beats Triton to pull off the upset. And in the other match, another great game, battle game. We see Health Source, the number 2 team, versus 9 Irish. Absolutely, Health Source was well favored in this one, but they were missing their handy fullback, Kieran Connery, and that ended up probably being their undoing, considering that 9 Irish wins this one. The spirit of the 9 Irish, they would not let go of this game. They pushed it hard, and they went ahead and got a 2-point win over the Hell Source. Louis Landman, the man of that match, he caught all sorts of balls in the midfield for 9 Irish and sent them back in. It's great to see him out there playing so well. So after those games that set our semifinals for the final weekend of the playoffs, we then had the play-in for the Shield match. So that Shield match, we saw Smoking Iron coming off of their win on Friday, but their devastating loss to Connors against Pogues. Pogues a little bit demoralized by their loss to the Upland squad. Smoking Iron, they get another win. Can you absolutely believe that? They get their 2 most wins during the playoffs. Great to see them. They advance to the Shield game. Great match with Smoking Iron beating up on the Pogues. And then finally, to set up our last game of the weekend, we see Hell Source versus Triton. Hell Source goes ahead and pushes past Triton to win to get them into the playoffs. While I know that Hell Source is a little bit disappointed being the number 2 seed, at least I get to go ahead and advance into the Shield and go ahead and get a chance to play one more game of this beautiful, beautiful game that we play. So now that we've got the brackets all set up, it's now time to do the picking of the next week. And by the way, if you take a good look around me here where I've appeared, look at this. This is a great alteration shop. We've got the iron, we've got the sewing machines, we've got everything here. We are at the Smoking Iron. Great alteration shop here at the heart of Broad Ripple. Come on and bring your dresses, your baseball uniforms, your split pants, any of that kind of stuff. Great place to get this done. The Profiteer, Mike Dollinger, has always been a great supporter of the Indianapolis GAA. And yes, I'm feeling something come through the portal. I'm pushing it through the portal. And oh! Look what I've got here. Look what I brought in through the portal at the Smoking Iron is our grand sponsor, Mike Dollinger. Oh, look what Mike's got here. He might be an Upland man looking to starch the Connors Pub next week, or maybe he's ironing out that jersey for the award ceremony. What is it going to be? So we'll have to ask his thoughts, his plans for this. But let's get into next week's selections. But I did want to ask you a couple questions.
Go ahead.
How long have you been with the GAA?
I think this is my 6th season.
6th season. And you're kind of an older fella. And much like myself, what keeps you moving in this game? Why do you do it?
Well, I just felt good. Doing the exercise, keeping going out. I had a little bit of some injuries this year that kept me away from a little bit, but the people are great. It's sort of like a big family. I love it.
It is, and you have been a great member of the family, a sponsor. You've been great to all of us in terms of sponsoring the indoor matches. You've been a terrific member of the family, and I know that the Swami and the rest of the group can't thank you enough for all your sponsorship and what you've done for the club. Nice trifold of there and there. Where's your? Is this what you wear when you work in here?
Not usually, but
right. Looks a little warm.
Sometimes it is a little warm. I think I'll get rid of it.
But he looks like maybe he's ready for battle. He's ready for battle this weekend, leading Smoking Iron into contention here. So let's talk about the first match. The 2 Gingers versus 9 Irish. These are 2 of the lower seeds, both pulled off upsets last Sunday. It's the first time those sorts of seeds have got to final Sunday. What do you think between 2 Gingers and 9 Irish?
It's a tough choice. I'm going to go with 2 Gingers.
2 Gingers. It is a tough choice, and you're wrong. 9 Irish showed all sorts of heart last week. If they come in with the same sort of heart and fire that they had last week, I think they can go ahead and take on 2 Gingers. So I'm going to go ahead and take 9 Irish for the win there. And then be very careful about this one. Be very careful about this one. Connors versus Upland. What do you think? Connors versus Upland here.
Connors was tough on us. 3 losses to Connors this year. A good old team. The oldest sponsor of the league. Part of me wants to say, yay, hurrah, let's go for the good old first sponsor. The other part is, they beat us 3 times, and I know we could have beat them.
Yeah.
If we were that close. So I'm going to root for Connors.
Oh, man.
I can't help it.
That's killing me. That's killing me that you did that, because the Swami is going to take the upset. Swami is taking the upset on this one. Don't know why. Don't know how it's going to happen. But Swami is putting it up. Bulletin board material for both teams. Upland pulls off the upset in this match. That sets up the next part. All right, so let's go into our next match, which we have the Shield Finals. We have Smoking Iron versus the Health Source. Your guys are involved in this one. What do you think?
We can do it. We can win. We're gonna beat Health Source. We're gonna have full team, and we're gonna play our hearts out. And technically, score-wise, we've lost, but we've never lost a game this season. So we're gonna win this one on the scoreboard as well.
I'm going to do that, and I'm going to call it for Smoking Iron to win that match. Smoking Iron, Swami's just blowing stuff out of the water. All these upsets are coming. Swami is going to go ahead and pick. And I'm going to put a pox upon you guys, because it appears to be working. You all pimply and stuff appears to be working for you guys. And then the finals, now you have got, in the finals, you've got Connors, and you've got 2 Gingers in there. So you tell me, out of that, who do you think's going to win?
I think after all that hard work, Connors will pull it out.
Connors will pull it out. And you know what? If it happens that way, if Connors gets into that finals, if they just happen to squeak over Upland, I see Connors going all the way. They'll go ahead and beat one of those other 2 teams. If that's how it happens for it, and if Connors obviously breaks the Swami's curse, I actually think that this Connors goes all the way, and it's great to see our 10-year sponsor, their 10 years involvement, going ahead, going undefeated throughout the entire season and winning the championship. That's probably how the story will be written, but the Swami feels a little bit different. Swami's pushing Upland to win a championship this year. It's too bad that Handy James Cody is not there to help us across the line, but I think my Upland boys can put it all the way across. We'll see you on the pitch.